with the help of external person, that means user. For explicit conversion, user want to give the statement for converting one data type to another data type using int, using float, then using str or using chr, just like that. Okay, so it is a forceful conversion from the user, that is explicit. You remember that word explicit means conversion from the user, that is external person. Okay, so just opposite of explicit conversion, it is implicit conversion. Okay, implicit conversion means it is not with the help of user, it is the conversion done by the system itself. Okay, that is lowest data type is converted to highest data type by the system, that is implicit conversion. Implicit conversion means there is no external user for converting one data type to another data type, or user, there is no need of user interaction for this implicit conversion. This conversion is done by the system itself. Is it clear? Okay, that is int is converted to float, or in the char is converted to int, or char is converted to float, just like that. Okay, the system itself convert one data type to another data type, that is implicit conversion. Then we write the heading user defined function, isn't it? Okay, so next it is user defined functions. User defined functions, that is our topic, but before that we just explain what is functions. Function means it is a group of statement for performing a specific task. Write the definition. Function is a group of statements Function is a group of statements that exist within a program for the purpose of performing a specific task. Function is a group of statements that exist within a program for the purpose of performing a specific task. Okay, so function means it's a group of statement. Okay, it's a set of statements, or it's a group of statement to perform a particular task. To perform a particular task, we group a set of statements in Python program. That group of statements is known as functions. Okay, there are mainly two types of functions. The first one is system defined function, that is normal function. I'll give one example. What is type function? What is the use of this type function? Alan Joshi, what is type function? No idea?
None. To identify which type.
To identify the type of that variable. If I am giving a statement like this, type of A, here I am using a statement A is equal to 10. So A is equal to 10. After executing this statement, type of A means it will display type of A. Here what is the type of A, Aparna? What is the type of this A?
A character.
Why?
A string.
No. It is a variable. A is a variable. So what is the content of that variable? Aparna? What is the content of that variable?
10.
10. So what is the type of that 10?
Integer.
Integer. So type of A means it is integer, because all of you switch on the video. So type of A means here A is a variable name. So you just check what is the content inside that. What is the content of A? Here the content of A, it is 10. Okay. So identify the type of this 10. The type of 10, it is integer. So type of A, it is int. Is it clear, Aparna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When I am giving a statement like this, type of B, if B is equal to 10.1, Anish, what is the result, Anish? Type of B.
I'm 10.1.
10.1 is the content of B. Then what is the type? Type of B.
Float, ma'am.
Yes, float. Correct, Anish. So type of B means content of B, it is 10.1. So what is the data type of 10.1? 10.1, it is float, because we are using a floating point number, or we are using a decimal point here, or a fractional part is there, so it's a floating point number. So the data type, it is float. Okay, so that is the purpose of this type function. This type function is a system defined function. Okay, means the system is defined this function. There is no need of it is not a user defined function, means user without the user intervention we are using this type function. There is no need of writing the definition of this type function, because the system is defining this function. So that is system defined function. We can just use this function type A. There is no need of any explanation. The explanation is there itself by the system. Okay, that is the system defined function. System defined function means the definition of that function is by the system, not by the user. Okay, the definition of system is by definition of function is by the system, not by the user. That type of function is known as system defined functions. Is it clear, Irene? Tom Sinden, switch on the video. Okay, so type is a system defined function, means there is no need of writing the definition of this function by the user, because the system already write the definition based on this function. Okay, one more function is there, that is id. What is the purpose of id? Anyone? I think we learned this id function at the time of 3 components used in variable. No.
To get the address of the
Yes, to get the address of a variable. To get the address of a variable, we use this id function. Okay, id within bracket write the variable name. So the address of A is displayed. I think it is any value, any integer value you can write like this. This is the address. To find the address of a variable, we use another built-in function. The another name for system defined function, it is built-in function. Built-in function. So another built-in function, it is id. This function is also defined by the system, not by the user. Okay, so many functions are there that is defined by the system, not by the user. That type of functions is known as system defined functions or built-in functions. Okay, so in the case of function means it's a group of statements that is used to perform a specific task. A set of statements or a group of statements to perform a specific task is known as functions. We divide these functions into two: user defined functions and system defined functions or built-in function. Built-in function means the system is defining the function definition. That is system defined or built-in function. There is no need of writing the definition by the user. User can just use this function. There is no need of writing the definition. But in the case of user defined function, the name itself user defined function. User want to give the name for that function. User want to define the function. Is user defined function. But here we cannot change this name also. But this is the built-in function. This name is built by the system. We can't change this type as type. If you use the function name like this, it's an error. Because the name defined by the system, it is small letter type. Okay. Is it clear? So, in built-in function or system defined function, the name and definition of that function is created by the system. Okay. That is system defined function. So, after that we are moving to user defined function. User defined function means the function definition by the user. Okay, function definition by the user, that is user defined function. So user want to give the name for that function and user want to write the statement for that function. All the operations are done by the user. Okay, that is user defined function. I will write one example. The keyword used for user defined function, it is def. Definition. For defining the function, we are starting with the keyword def. Then I will write one name, sum. Another one. ABC. So this is a program based on user defined function. Okay, here this line is known as function header. This line is known as function header. The first line in the function definition is known as function header. Okay, here def is the keyword used to define the function. Def is the keyword used to define the function. And ABC is the function name. ABC is a user defined function, so user can give any name here. My function name is ABC. Sanjana can give another name here. Rahul can give another name here. Any user can give any valid username here based on identifier rule. Okay, based on identifier rule we can give any valid name here because it's a user defined function. User can give name here. Okay, that is function name. Then after function name you want to use function brackets. This is function brackets. After that one colon. So the first line of function definition is known as function header. In this function header, the first word it is def. Def is the keyword used to define the function. Def is the keyword used to define the function. After def keyword, write the function name. You can write any function name here. So here the function name it is ABC. So ABC, after function name write the function bracket. Round bracket is the function bracket. Then after that write the colon. So this line is known as function header. The first line of function definition is known as function header. After the first line you write the statement that is included in this function. You can use any number of statements here. Now I am using only one statement. But when we write this statement inside this function definition, use some space. So we can't write like this. In Python, the spacing or indentation is very important. Okay. So if you write print statement here, it is an error. Because we need some space after this function definition. So all the statement under this function header must start after some space. That space is known as indentation. I will explain that term once again. That print, that is welcome. Okay, so first line is the function header. After function header, we want to write the statements that is under this function header. That is, the statements included in this function are here, and these statements are known as function body. Okay, so the statements included in this function definition is known as function body. Any number of statement we can use here. Here I am using only one statement. If I will give another example with more than one statement. So here I am using only one statement. That statement, that means, what is the definition of function? Definition, it's a group of statement for performing a specific task. Okay, so here only one statement. This is the statement under this ABC function name, and this statement is this group of here only one statement. This statement is used for printing this word welcome. This is the task performed by this function ABC. Okay. So for a complex program, we are using this function for simplifying the program. If I want to write a program based on calculator, in that calculator program, we already done that program. In that calculator program, 4 functions are there for calculating sum, then subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay. So it is a little more lengthier program. So we want to simplify. If we want to simplify that program, we can use separate functions for sum, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. So for simplifying a complex program, we are using these functions, user defined functions. Okay. So for defining a function definition, first write the keyword def. After that, write the name ABC, then use function bracket, after that colon. Then the body of that function will start after some space. That space is known as indentation. After some tab space, you want to write the print statement. If you want to write one more statement, write here. The third statement also write here. Okay. If you write the statement here, it will execute. After execution, it will make an error. Okay. So that is indentation. Then after that, I am writing the statement. It is ABC empty bracket. Okay. This is the function call statement. Function call statement. Here this one is function definition. These 2 lines together we call function definition. Here this statement is known as function call. Tushar, what is function header, Tushar?
Ma'am, the line which is over there
Which one?
under the ABC one, under the keywords.
Under the keywords. This one is the function header.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Where are you, Tushar? Function header. The first line of function definition is known as function header. Okay, Tushar?
Okay, ma'am.
This is function body. Okay, so the two lines are known as function definition. Within that functional definition, function body is there, function header is there. Okay, then after that this ABC empty bracket is known as function call statement. This one is function call statement. Then how this program will execute? That is the next problem. Okay. If I am using a statement like this, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 5, z is equal to x plus y, then print z. How is the control flow of this statement? First, which statement will execute, Basuri? First, which statement is execute? Basuri? First statement. Sanjana?
X.
Yes, x is equal to 10 is the first statement to execute. After that, y is equal to 5. After that, z is equal to x plus y. And after that, print z. This is the control flow of a normal program. Control flow of a normal program will start from the first statement, x is equal to 10, without using a function. If you are not using a function, this is the normal program without a function. So the execution begins from the first statement, that is x is equal to 10. After that, y is equal to 5. Then third statement, then fourth statement. But when we are using a program with function, here I am using a program with function. We will once again write this one. Nestle? Nestle? How is the function header? Okay, Basuri. Okay, Kevin, read the function header for ABC function.
Ma'am, I didn't get the question. My network was out.
Okay. The question is, read the function header for function ABC. Is it clear, Kevin?
No, ma'am. I don't understand.
Alan? Alan Thomas? Alan Thomas, my question is, read the function header for function ABC. Alan Varghese? All of you switch on the video.
Ma'am,
Okay, Nestle?
Video.
Video?
I can on it.
Okay, you just say the function header for function ABC. I will just write it now. Why? Irene? Kevin, the question is clear, Kevin?
Ma'am, the question is clear, ma'am, but then my net just came. I don't understand how to do it.
Okay, okay. Abhilash?
Ma'am, DEF, AB, DEF, ABC.
D, F, A, B, C. bracket
colon.
colon. Okay, correct Abhilash. Then Alan Varghese, read the statement inside the ABC function. Alan Varghese. Tom Sinden.
Print.
Yes, print.
Welcome. Welcome.
Okay. Okay. Then next it is ABC. Okay. This is the function header, and these two statements together is known as function definition. The first line of function definition is known as function header. ABC is the function name. DEF is the keyword used to define a function, and here this print is the function body, and the last statement ABC is the function call statement. So in normal program the execution starts from the first statement, but when we are using a function inside a program, the execution begins from the main program. That is, this is the main program. That is, the statement after function definition is known as main program. Here these two statements are function definition. So the statement after this function definition, how we identify the statement? By understanding the space. Okay, so after print statement the function call is here. Okay, so these two statements are under function definition. So after function definition one statement is there. This is the main program starting of main program. So when the interpreter starts execution, it will just came here, and when the interpreter encounter a keyword DEF, it will skip these lines and it goes to the main program. Okay, so when the interpreter execute or encounter a DEF keyword, it will just skip these two lines and the control flow moves to this line, because this is the starting of our program. That is main statement of the program. This is the starting of our program, not this one. This is the definition that is used in this main program. This is the definition of ABC function. That function is used in the main program. So first we write the definition, but the execution will start from the first statement of the main program. Here the first statement, it is only one statement is there. The first statement it is ABC. So when the interpreter, at the time of execution, when the interpreter encounter this DEF keyword, it will identify this is a function definition. So it will skip these lines and the control moves to the starting of the program. Here the starting program include only one statement, that is a function call statement. So the first statement executed when a function is used, it is this one. So the first statement executed, it is ABC empty bracket. This is a function call statement. Function call statement means this, after executing this statement, ABC is the function name. So the interpreter check where is this ABC. So the control moves to the function definition of ABC. So the first statement executed in this program is this one. ABC empty bracket is the first statement executed. After executing ABC, it will go to which statement? ABC empty bracket. This is a function call statement. So control moves to the function definition. Then it will execute the function body. What is the function body? It is print welcome. So it will print like this. welcome. Then the control again moves to this one and it will end the program. Okay, that is the line after this ABC function. That is the stop of the function. Okay. So this is the control flow of a program when we use a function. But in the case of normal program, execution starts from the first statement itself. First statement is executed first, then second statement, then third statement, then fourth statement. But here first statement is diff ABC, but it is a function header. So the interpreter just skip these two lines, that is function definition, when the interpreter encounter this def. Okay, so it will just skip these two lines and the control moves to the first statement of the main program. It is a function call statement, that is ABC empty bracket. Function call statement moves the controls to function definition. Then only it will execute this print statement. Is it clear, Rahul? Okay. I will write another program. Irene? Irene, am I audible, Irene? Okay, Sanam, how we can input two values? Sanam, using input function, two integer value, how we can input?
I don't know.
Okay. Anish,
Yes, ma'am.
how we can input two integer values to two variables?
Ma'am, A is equal to int bracket int,
Input.
again open bracket, enter the number,
And the first number. Okay. Then
close the bracket. Yeah. The same with the second one.
B is equal to int input. Correct, Anish. End input. Is it clear, Sanam?
Yes, ma'am.
Second number. Okay. Then want to call the function sum is equal to a comma b. Okay. So Sarah, here which is the function definition statements?
The first two lines.
Yes, first two lines are known as function definition. Kevin, identify the function header. Kevin, Alan, Kevin, identify the function header.
Ma'am, def sum AB.
Def sum a comma b is the function header. Rahul, here which is the function name, Rahul? Yes, sum is the function name. Sum is the function name. Which one is the function body? Basuri? Function body? Am I audible, Basuri? Okay, Sanjana?
Print A plus B.
Yes, print A plus B is the function body. Then, which statement is executed first, Abhilash?
Ma'am, A is equal to
Okay, A is equal to int input is the first line of the main program. Okay, because the statements first and 2 is the function definition. So the execution begins from the first line of the main program. It is A is equal to int input enter first number. So these two statements are skipped by the interpreter and it will start execution from the first statement. What is the meaning of first statement? Sanam, what is the meaning of first statement? Sanam? Okay, Nestle? Iron? Sayujya? Alan Thomas? Okay. So A is equal to int input enter first number means we can input one integer value. I will input 5, then that 5 is stored in A. And the second I will input another value, it is 2. So this 2 is stored in B. Then what is this statement? Alan Thomas? What is the third statement? Sum of A comma B. What is the name of that statement? Alan Joshi, what is the name of that statement?
Function call.
It is function call. Okay. So, how is the execution flow, Tom Sinden?
Ma'am, first A is executed, then B.
After that?
So that sum A, B is called.
Then? Control moves to function definition. Okay. First, the first statement of main program, that is A is equal to int input is executed. After that, B is equal to int input is executed. Then after that, the function call statement is executed. That is sum of A comma B. Here, what is the value of A? Anyone? What is the value of A?
5.
Yes, 5. Then what is B? 2. B it is 2. So sum is the function call with values 5 and 2. So after executing this function call, control moves to the function definition. Here the values are copied. That is, this 5 is assigned to A and B is 2 is assigned to B. Okay. Then it will execute the function body. What is function body? The statement inside this function. Only one statement is there. The statement it is print A plus B. Value of A it is 5, B it is 2. So 5 plus 2, 7 is printed. Okay. So this is the execution flow or control flow of a function definition. Of a question like this, a program is with function is there, and from where the execution begins. If a question like this, the execution begins from the first statement of the main program. First statement of the main program. Here, the first statement of the main program is after the function definition. The first statement of the main program means After the function definition, the first statement is the first statement of the main program. Okay, so the execution begins from the first statement of the main program. When a function call statement encounter, then the control will move to the function definition, then it will execute the statement inside that function definition. Okay, is it clear? Okay, then write another program. Write a program to find the multiplication of two numbers using function. Multiplication of two numbers using function. Then today you just take the online compiler, Python compiler, and execute these programs and find out the error if any. Okay, and rewrite the program till the output is correct. Okay, and if any doubt related with the execution, you just inform me. Okay. Completed? Okay. Vishnu, why you are late, Vishnu?
I am connection problem.
Okay, first you write the definition, that is diff subtract or sub within bracket a comma b, then the function body it is print a minus b. We'll write the function. Diff, you can give any name here. What is the function name, Sarah, in your program? What is the function name?
Now I put multiplication.
Oh, I think yes, it is multiplication. So your function name it is mul, mul.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Rahul, your function name?
Ma'am, I wrote the same.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you can give mul as function name, multiplication as function name, mult as function name. Okay, any valid identifier name you can give here. Okay, then next statement it is print a into b. Then the first statement of the main program it is a is equal to int input, enter first number. After that b is equal to int input, enter second number. Then call the function, that is mul a comma b. Okay, this is the program using function. Here mul is the user defined function because user is defining this function, not by the system. So that type of functions are known as user defined function. User can give function name, any function name you can give here, any variables we can use here. Okay, then statement is also different for different users. Okay, so that is user defined functions. Is it clear? Okay, so you just do the program. in the